Greetings, this is Frosty Thundertrod, and welcome to episode 2 of Let's Gnome Play Icewind Dale 2, Icewind Dale Enhanced Edition. Now, last time we created our party and went and got
I'll handle it.
fundamentally geared up. So now, there's a bunch of tasks we can do here in the city, which will help us get a little bit of XP, and hopefully I'll be level 2 before we head out.
Agreed.
Are you Fiddlebender? I heard of you. You live in that wrecked airship in Kaldahar, don't you? No, I don't. Who's Fiddlebender? Who's Fiddlebender? Huh. Well, I heard he was a gnome who took up shop in Kandahar. The town is town south of here. You sure you haven't heard of him? I thought the two of you might be related. Yeah, we're all related because we're gnomes. Our kind doesn't interbreed as much as humans do. Ah, simmer down there, little one. No harm meant. Look, you're new here. Try some of the local catch. Knucklehead trout, our local delicacy. Alright then, thank you. Look, I have some questions about East Haven that you might be able to help me with. East Haven. Lived here for quite some span, I have. Things have been getting worse of late, though. Do you mean the weather? Aye, the weather's been getting from bad to worse. Never seen it get so cold this early in the year, and there's no sign of it letting up. With all the snow, the pass to south are going to get snowed in early. I must take my leave. Farewell. I can sell this fish he gave me for 25 gold over at the Emporium, so not a bad deal. Hello there, dearie. Welcome to Winter's Cradle Tavern. My name is Grisla. I own and operate this fine establishment. What can I get for you? How about a drink? A drink? Of course, dearie. After all, this is a tavern. Plenty to drink, hee hee. Yes, indeed. Yes, well, you see, there's a bit of a bind right now. We've just ran out of everything. I've nothing left to offer in the way of drink at the moment. You're out of everything? Well, the tavern hasn't run completely dry. I do have some stock down in the cellar, but what? It's rather embarrassing, but I'm having somewhat of a pest problem down in the dirty old cellar. I'm afraid to go down there. I do so hate bugs. Just the thought of those nasty creepies and crawlies sends shivers down my spine. I see. Is there anything I can do to help? That's awfully sweet of you, dearie, but I don't expect you to go to any trouble on my account. I'm sure I'll think of something. Have no fear, madam. I shall see to it that the pests down there trouble you no further. So, it's kind of a trope in RPGs that you start off fighting rats. So let's fight beetles instead. Much better than rats.
Here I come, and the hells come with me.
Alright. There we go.
Got it. Done.
Any luck of getting rid of those nasty bugs, dearie? My customers are getting pretty thirsty. It's all done. These bugs won't be troubling you anymore. Thank you, dearie. You're a lifesaver. Just do me one more favor, please. Keep this little bug problem between you and me. I don't want folks thinking Grisla's place isn't clean. Run along now. Yeah, so we got 5 gold, which is nothing, but 1,200 experience, which is a pretty decent amount. If you're running solo, I mean, that's over half a level.
All right.
Bunch of kids with a squirrel. Can't really do anything with them unless you have a ranger or druid in your party. Yes. Oh, sorry, friend. I didn't see you standing there. The name's Jahon. Something I can do for you? Are you alright? You seem preoccupied. No, I'm fine. It's just taking in a view of the lake for a bit, trying to shake these dreams out of my head. The lake's beautiful, isn't it? Dreams? Usually those fade upon waking, friend. Perhaps a day's worth of fishing will chase them away. God, that seems kind of condescending, but... Ah, well. Dreams have been fishing in me of late, friend. So much so I can barely catch a wink before they rouse me from it. A frustration it is at times. Sometimes it seems like they're more real than the waking world. What kind of dreams? Well, there's a woman. And don't give me that eye, it's not like you think. She walks upon the surface of the lake as if it were flagstones instead of waves. She doesn't say anything, just sings. Beautiful songs. But I can't understand a word. Well, if dreams are the only worry, Jahon, your life can't be too bad. Dreams should be a comfort, not a curse. If truth be told, friend, damn it, there's no sense to it. These dreams are eating at me like a starving wolf. I can barely hold a daily thought in my head before the memory of the dreams hounds its way back in there. By the hells, I don't know how much more of this I can take. Perhaps I should seek a healer of some sort. If I can find some way to help you, Jahon, I will. I don't know how I can, but I'll see what I can find out. You're not playing on a man's hopes, are you? I'd be grateful for just one night apiece. I'll see what I can do. If I think of anything, I will return. Oh, thank the gods, whoever you are. You picked the perfect time to wander by. I could really use some help. What seems to be the problem? A wolf somehow got into my workshop. It's tearing the place apart. It attacked me as I was opening the shop this morning. I was so startled by the sight of the beast that I accidentally broke the key off in the lock while trying to get away. Now I can't even get back in. What exactly you want me to do? I'd be most grateful if you could go in there and get rid of that stupid thing for me. Then I could get back to my scrimshaw. Of course, you'll have to find a way to get the door open first. Very well, I'll dispatch your troublesome hound shortly. I sincerely thank you. The door to my shop is just around the corner here. Please get rid of that demonic canine as soon as possible. Well, it's not a demonic canine, it's just a regular wolf.
How can I help? Of course.
Ready. Got it.
I shall see you to your grave.
Yep, just a regular wolf. Nothing loot in here.
All right. Agreed.
Ah, my friend. The wolf is no more, and I'm now a happy man. Thank you for helping me. Here's a little something for your trouble. Thank you. I must take my leave now. Farewell. He doesn't say anything about it, but he does give you this knife. I mean, that's, +1 to hit armor class 0, so it's an okay weapon. It's a weak weapon, but it's an okay weapon. woman has a skin like the surface of the lake, light green hair and delicate features, like that of an elf. At your approach, she begins to sing a soft, flowing song, like the sound of a great undersea current. But you have no idea why the song reminds you of. In that moment, the song, the feeling, passes. The woman looks at you hopefully. That song. Are you the woman that Jahon sees in his dreams? Jahon? Yes, Jahon. You are the woman from his dreams, aren't you? Yes, yes. Have your eyes fallen upon him? Do you know where he is? Where he walks? Yes, I've spoken to him recently. He sees you in his dreams, but he doesn't know what you want of him. What do you want? I am the calling Elsla of the Sky Mirror. My heart is Jahon's, but he cannot see me in the flesh, or else I will become as the currents upon the shore. A gift do I have for him, from one of his blood long ago, who also held my heart, but not as Jahon holds it now. A gift? What do you mean? Many reflections of the moon have come and gone since the day in which the one of the blood of Jahon fell beneath the waters of the lake. He fought the last of the great white serpents that swarm upon the northern winds. The queen mother is Karacha, who now lays without life in the bed of the lake. A promise was made. I must honor it. What promise? The one whom Jahon comes asks that I see his blade return to those of his blood. If the queen's serpent Lashkarat drank his life, she did, but not before he dealt her a mortal blow. From the depths of the lake I have brought the fire-shaped steel that ended her life. It is intended that it belonged to Jahon now. So you wish me to return the sword of Jahon's ancestor to him, but you cannot, because the sight of you will make you stream away to water. It is one of the laws of the land beneath the lake's mirror. Will you give this to Jahon and tell him my heart, my song are his, my heart is his. I will see to it that this blade is returned to Jahon, Elissa. Here, then, I entrust this to your keeping until your paths cross with that of Jahon. Return when you have given it to him. I must know if it has found its way back to its home. I will return when I have given it to Jahon, else. Farewell. Greetings to you again. Forget something last time we speak? Jahon, I think I found the reason for those dreams you're having. Eh? You're not playing me on a man's hopes, are you? I'd be grateful for just one night apiece. The woman in your dreams is a sea spirit, Jahon. Her kind speak through songs, which is why you can't understand her. A sea spirit? What does she want, then? Why, the dreams. Now here you can be kind of an asshole if you want to. You can tell him. But I'm going to go with the good choice here. This is going to be a good party. They're going to be kind of a comical party, but a good party. Her name is Elsa. Speaking through dreams is one of the talents of her race. She speaks to you because she loved one of your ancestors and has carried a promise for him for many, many years. One of my ancestors. Why come to me then? Your features remind her of him, and your heart is as strong, if not stronger. She has come to love you, but she cannot let you see her in the flesh. She wishes to give you something that belonged to your ancestor if you will take it. I will, of course I will. Sorry, it's a bit much to be laid upon a fisherman all at once. I mean, I'd be honored to accept anything she wishes me to have. Here you are, then. It is a blade your ancestor used against Iskarach and the last of the white dragon matriarchs. It lays within the dragon's heart for almost a century at the bottom of the water. Carry it well and know that Elsa loves you. Your dreams shall trouble you no more. By the spine of the world, even shattered displays a wonder. But no more dreams, you said. I'll miss them, actually. Her song's beautiful, simply beautiful. I will tell her, Jahome. Farewell. Alright, another good chunk of experience there. Have you found Jonin? Yes, I've returned the blade to him. You have my gratitude. Please, take this shaped piece of sand which I have taken from the bed of the lake. I have heard that those walk upon the land value such thing. Thank you, Elsa. Farewell. Okay, we got two very nice chunks of experience out of that. Let's see where we're at. Well, 842 of 2,000, huh? Yep. So, we're making progress towards the level. If you try to solo run this, I think you can be like level 4 ever before leaving East Haven. Kind of a neat little perk there. Alright, that's the Temple Tempest. There's nothing for us to do in there. This is Hotgar's house.
Understood.
Gasper. Well met, stranger. The name's Gasper. Gasper the fishmonger. What can I do for you on this fine day? Fishmonger? Doesn't look much like a fish shop. That's because it isn't, my friend. This is my home. I may be a fishmonger, but that doesn't mean I hawk fish like some street vendor. I deal in large quantities of dried knucklehead and scrimshaw, the bulk of which I keep stored in my warehouse down on the shore. What exactly is scrimshaw? Scrimshaw is simply a fancy name for carved bones. Since knucklehead trout are so rare, some scrimshaw carvings made from their bones are particularly valuable. Scrimshaw from East Haven is prized by fine artists and craftsmen throughout the realms. You must make a decent amount of coin selling these fish. It's an honest living. I make most of my profits from trade, though. As a matter of fact, I have an important transaction in the works as we speak. What sort of transaction? Town food stores are running dangerously low. My warehouse foreman, Churn, tells me that there may not be enough food to last through the coming winter. I've arranged a trade with old Galloway up at Caer Dennerville. That will keep our stomachs full well into next year. The caravan's due to arrive any time now. Well, best of luck to you. Farewell.
Understood.
Your desire.
Zacy.
Very well.
Hello there, matey. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. How are you? Not so good, matey. Grisilla, the barkeep over there in Window's Cradle, cut me off. Now I'm supposed to get any proper fishing done. Now here, you can encourage them to go on a killing spree. Why'd you do that? Barkeep says I've been drinking too much. What does she know? I've only overturned my boat 4 times anyway. I need me wine to fish proper like. Now, this is a check here where if you pass it, you can actually convince him to go sober. I chose Zacy here because she has the highest intelligence and wisdom. So she has a halfway decent chance of it. The other option would be a character like a bard has a better option, but let's give it a try. Well, there's no need to be mean about it. It's a real problem for me, you see. I need me wine to fish. It's a matter of life and death, matey. Well, apparently I failed that, but now you can either turn them down or you can agree to go get them a bottle of wine. So I'm going to just turn them down. Too bad, old man. You weathered husk of a man. That's no one's fault but your own. Farewell.
Here. Done. I'll handle it.
Help! Monsters! Quick! Gotta get to Hrothgar. There's monsters in town. They almost ate me. Whoa! Slow down there. What are you talking about? Monsters! A whole bunch of them. They came down the shore while I was fishing. I dropped everything and ran when they saw me. They didn't chase me. I thought they were going to eat me. But I guess they were just after my fish. Where are these monsters now? Just over the bridge, down by the lake. My dad told me not to fish so far out by myself, but I can't help it. That's where I catch the big ones. He's gonna kill me when he finds out I lost today's catch. And because of those stupid monsters. Don't worry, we'll deal with those thieving monsters. In the meantime, take this knucklehead to keep you out of trouble with your da. Thanks. I best be getting home now. My dad's probably worried about me. Farewell. So that was a great use of that fish.
God's grant me strength.
Now, goblins are very weak enemies, but several of these have bows, and they can focus fire one of your characters down pretty quickly. So I'm going to move back. Go to the T formation, move forward again. So I want them to come over here and fight me. Alright, here we go.
I'll make this as painless as possible. May I help?
See, these three down here with the bows are real killer, especially since this one here is kind of the boss of the group. And yeah, Goblin Elite, and he's the most dangerous.
You have my undivided attention.
Yeah.
Orders? All right.
I suppose I got some time to kill.
How may I best serve?
I await your
This time,
instructions.
actions must
To the
speak louder
butcher's
than
work,
words.
then. This one's mine. I'm listening.
There we go. Took a little bit of damage,
Got
not
it.
much. And the healing potion, nice. Sometimes that goblin boss can drop a masterwork weapon. Nothing back here. Sometimes when you see an area like that that just wanders off apparently to nowhere, they like to hide items back there. Oh, there's an axe. Alright. I've pretty much done everything there is to do here in the city. See, yeah, we're halfway to level 2. Go sell off all of our goblin loot now. There are other buildings you can go into and a lot of other people you can talk to. And some of them are based on specific classes of interactions you can get, but...
Done.
Wrong building.
I'm on it.
But most importantly, if you've never played the game before, there's a lot of the story to be told by these people.
I'll handle it.
Alright. I'm gonna hold on to that dagger. It doesn't sell for much. Alright. Now we still have 422 gold pieces, which in general
Got it.
D&D terms, that's actually a fairly decent amount of money. Not so much here in video game adaptations of Dungeons and Dragons.
I'll handle it.
Well met, friend, and welcome to my home. Make yourselves comfortable, but try not to break anything. Many of these curiosities that you see lying about have sentimental value.
You have quite a collection here.
Oh, they're all remembrances of my adventuring days. Little trinkets and the like that I picked up here and there. More keepsakes than valuables, really. Leftovers from my days of fortune and glory.
Impressive. I sincerely hope to have as much luck in my quest for fortune and glory.
Indeed. Well then, this might interest you. I'm putting together an expedition of sorts, one which would surely provide opportunities for both fortune and glory. This is the business I wish to speak to you about.
Really? Tell me more about this expedition.
We've received word from Kaldahar, our neighbors to the south, that evil forces are stirring nearby in the spine of the World Mountains. I am organizing and leading a party from Easthaven south to Kaldahar Valley to investigate. You look to be capable enough. Perhaps you'd like to join us. What say you?
Well, evil forces, that's very vague. So what sort of evil forces are we talking about?
I don't really know. The messenger wasn't too specific. I suppose if you want more details, you could ask old Everard over at the temple, but time's a-wasting. We need to get this expedition moving before the snows seal off the pass to Kaldahar. So what's it going to be? Are you in or out?
Sounds exciting. Count us in.
Excellent. Glad to have you on board. I plan to assemble the rest of the expedition and set out for Kaldahar within a few days. With storms brewing in the mountains, I'd rather we depart sooner. But there are matters that require my attention here about town.
What sort of matters? Perhaps we could help.
Actually, now that I think about it, maybe you can help. Pomop, the local shopkeeper, has recently expressed concern over the rapidly thinning stock of his store. He's been complaining that the regular caravan from Caer Dineval is long overdue, and that if they don't arrive soon, he's sure to be out of business. Now, normally I take Pomop's whining with a grain of salt, but with heavy snows on the way, it would be best to make sure that caravan makes it through.
So what is it you want me to do?
I want you to find that caravan. Leave town by way of the South Bridge and scout the hills west of Loch Dinnershire, between East Haven and Caer Dineval. Caravans always stick close to the shoreline this time of year. Once you find it, see the caravan safely to East Haven. In the meantime, I'll assemble the rest of the expedition and make the final plans for our journey. Return here as quickly as you can. We must make for Calderharp Pass while the weather is favorable. Good luck. Safe journey.
Farewell.
I'm on it.
Alright, it's time to leave town.
Done.
I shall see.
Here I come, and the hells come with me.
Well, here's the wagons for the caravan, and a conveniently placed cave. So let's get ready for a real fight here.
I am ready as always.
Yes?
Kyo, Ocho, Ready.
Do a quick save, and
I'm on
in
it.
we go.
Here I come, and the hells come with me.
Your life is forfeit.
Now, orcs are a lot more dangerous than goblins. Fortunately, here they have very few hit points, so usually one good hit's all it takes to kill them. But they have much better attack ratings than those goblins we fought earlier.
Done.
Now, the pseudo-dragon not only gives
You have my undivided
Zacy
attention.
more hit points, but it's, at this point in the game, a halfway decent little tank. Because it has very high hit... Has very high armor, plus it can learn blur to make it even more tanky.
Here.
To that.
Its attacks are weak, but you know, it's a good distraction.
Make peace with your gods. Attack.
Done.
Gather the group back together. Alright. This orc shaman over here is casting chant, which will put a buff on the orcs and a debuff on me, so I need to
I will
interrupt
assist you
his
in any way
casting.
possible.
I'm ready to do adventuring and stuff.
I await your instructions.
Orders?
This time, action
Make
must
peace
speak
with
louder
your
than
gods.
words.
Damn, didn't manage to interrupt it.
Here I am, wounded. Your command?
Oh, monsters to kill!
I'm listening.
Make peace with your gods.
Now, combat healing like that's not really the most effective way to heal, but
This one's mine.
alright. This
Agreed.
group is dead. Had a bit of a coughing spit there, so had to mute the mic. There's the splash from the wagons. Alright.
This one's mine. Ready.
Your
This
life
one's
is
mine.
forfeit.
To the butcher's work, then.
Alright.
Your life is forfeit.
Good, we managed to kill him before he got his cast off. Alright.
Gods grant me strength.
Attack.
Ooh, a magic belt. Let's see here if Zacy can identify it. No, she can't. With high
Here.
intelligence and high wisdom, she has the best ability to identify magic items without using a
Make
identify
peace
spell.
with your
To
gods.
victory.
Now we're getting pretty close to the boss here. So we need to do a little bit of scouting.
Yes?
This is where I'm going to turn off the AI.
Speak your mind. Very well.
So we got 3 orcs here. Then we got, looks like 6 orcs and an ogre down here.
Orders?
I'm a busy man. I got places to go, monsters to kill.
Now, Sanctuary spell's kind of nice because it gives a character the effects of stealth without actually being in stealth. It's one of the neat abilities of the Cleric Thief, is because while you're in stealth, you can't detect traps, but while under the effect of Sanctuary, you can. Alright. So now,
Yeah.
I'm going to use a incredibly overpowered ability of bounty hunter. I'm going to set a regular trap here. Ah, and it failed. Okay. Well, then I'm going to set a special snare back here, hopefully. That succeeded. Alright.
How can I help?
I'm going to cast Bless.
Your command? Agreed.
Alright, now I'm going to try to pull these orcs and ogre back this way. I'll probably get the whole group of them. Because the AI has been fixed from earlier versions of the game where
I'm
it
listening.
was possible
To
to
the
only
butcher's
just
work.
pull one
I
or
got
two.
places to go. Ow! I suppose I got some time to kill. Yeah, that's great.
Damn it.
Jumping paladins and deer. I'm done for.
Ready.
Alright. Now it's time to pull back.
I'll handle it.
Come on, guys, pull back.
God's
butcher's
time
work.
strength.
Actions must speak louder than words.
I am ready as always.
Let's see, what is this? This is Curse. Spook.
Here.
Crush you to goo!
Drink a healing potion. There we go. Alright.
I'm on it.
Yes? Very well.
Check for traps here, quick like. Does not appear to be any.
Orders? Got it.
Alright. So let's get all the looting done. It's a shame that Corwin died here in this battle. It means he missed out on a little bit of experience here, and I'm going to have to pay to get him resurrected.
I'm listening. I'm on it.
But at least I can get him raised back in East Haven before I turn in the quest so he doesn't miss out on the large chunks of experience.
Speak your mind. Very well.
Ready.
And
I'm on
since
it.
he's just a level 1 character, it'll be relatively cheap to raise him.
How can I help? At once.
You have need of me? I see.
Especially early on here, I like to loot and take everything back and sell it. Eventually, you'll have so much money it just won't matter. But here early on, you know, money's still at a bit of a premium.
I am by your side. As you wish.
Here, I'm on it.
Yes? Very well.
Alright, so Ella's full.
Your desire?
Time to start filling up Zacy's
Yes,
inventory.
it shall be done.
Alright.
Orders? Got it.
You have my undivided... As you will it. I await very well.
She's getting kind of full here, so let's see. There we go. Alright.
May I help?
So it's time for Gavin here to get his inventory
I
filled
don't
up.
mind.
Looks like I've got just enough space for everything and not very much left over.
I'm listening. Understood.
Since these three here in the back of the party don't have that much strength, they can't carry as much. They have the same number of inventory slots, but not as much weight allowance.
I am ready as always.
Alright. I want you to talk to your pseudo-dragon. Put you in your backpack. There we go.
Ready.
Luckily, the pseudo-dragon doesn't weigh anything.
Agreed.
Alright, time to head back to East Haven.
Here. Orders?
Turn the
Got
AI
it.
back on.
I'm on it.
Alright, get on over here to the temple and get Corwin raised from the dead.
All right.
Rothgar mentioned there were strangers in town. What is it you want?
I'm Castor. Are you the high priest of this temple?
Yes, I am Everard. Everard of Tempus, battle priest of the Lord of Battles. What brings you here?
I was wondering if we might pay our respects to the temple and perhaps receive some healing. Or resurrections. Alright. Let's identify this girdle too. Ah, Priest of Helm in Burdusk consecrated this belt and gave it to the warrior Thorm Wainwright, who had performed a number of great services for the church, including destruction of the unseeing eye and the cult of the following him, the blinded acolytes. Thorm wore the girdle proudly until he fell into severe debt in his later years. To the undying regret, he auctioned off to a well-known priest's mask. Well, the unseeing eye and the cult of the blinded acolytes actually appears in Baldur's Gate 2, where the player character, the ball spawn, destroys them. So it's kind of interesting that belt pops up here. Alright, so I'm going to give, well, let's see here, bolts, armor, crossbow, more bolts. Alright. Let's put his stuff back on now. There we go.
I'm listening. Understood.
Let's go over here to the fishmonger and turn in that contract, that caravan contract we found. Should I give that to Caster? And there we go. That increases his 2-hit armor class 0 to 16. Can't use, since both my mages are illusionists, they can't use necromancy.
Got it.
Ah, hello again, my friends. I want to thank you for looking out for my boy Damon. He told me all about the monsters. It was nothing, really. You are too modest. Now, what brings you to my home today? Interesting. Have you ever heard of someone named Ilmus Galloway? We found this contract on the body of an ogre in a cave outside of town. I'm afraid the caravan from Caer Denville never made it. This is terrible news. I must send word to Ilmus up at Caer Denville at once. A new contract will have to be negotiated immediately, so another caravan can be sent before snow hits. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Here's something for your troubles. Thank you and farewell. Yay! My first level up.
What do you need now?
Alright. Now we need to increase your set trap skill. There we go. That's the whole point of the bounty hunter, basically, is to set traps.
Here. Got it.
Once I get it to a certain point, then I'll move on to other thief skills, but, you know, for the start, it's all about setting traps.
I'm on it.
Alright, I'm gonna go sell off all my loot now.
Agreed.
gone. Winter wolf pelt, nice. I think there is something later in the game that you can do with winter wolf pelts, but right now they're just like carryover from the original Baldur's Gate. All this stuff sells for so little, but don't matter. But later on, if you have a whole bunch of items that are worth a bit of money, the more of them you sell, the less the merchants are willing to pay for them.
Orders?
So it's always a good idea to try to sell the first batch in as big
I'll
of a
handle
batch as you can. Need to go over here and rest and heal up. And check my spell books.
Your desire?
Look here, she does not need the familiar spell anymore, so let's go put in shield. Alright. Remove curse. Detect evil. Don't really think I need that. Command is a great spell, but I'm going to get another heal. Alright. That'll work. Alright, yeah, I think this set is fine for him right now, so.
I'm listening. I'm on it. All right.
Greetings, traveler. The name's Quimby, and welcome you to my end. Well met, Quimby. You seem rather enthusiastic. Enthusiastic? Yes, it is rare that I get any travelers this time of year, thus I want all my guests to feel welcome. Haha. Okay, how about a room, Quimby? Alright. There we go. Everybody's fully healed up.
Ready. Understood. Agreed.
Oh, good. You've returned. What news of the caravan from Caer Dineval?
I came across the caravan just outside of town. It looked like it had been attacked some time ago by orcs. I tracked the orcs to a nearby cave and paid them back for their butchery. The caravan supplies are safe within the cave.
Strange. It is not usual for orcs to be so brazen as to attack caravans so close to town. I wonder if it is the anticipation of the coming winter that is driving their actions, or if it is something more. In any case, at least we can still retrieve the supplies, thanks to you. We still have preparations to make before we can depart for Kaldahar. Take this list of supplies to Pomab's Emporium across town. While you're there, you might outfit yourselves with whatever gear you think you may need. Return here when you are packed and ready to go.
Alright. This is just a simple little fetch quest that gives you a chance to make sure you're fully supplied before you head out. So I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you very much for watching.